Now, I know we do a lot of theory videos on the channel, but this one's very different because it hasn't come from my mind. In fact, it's actually come from the mind of the charismatic enigma himself, Jeff Hardy. It's actually a few months old, but I've never heard this, I've never seen this before, but I recently caught up with the After the Bell podcast with Corey Graves, especially the episode with Jeff Hardy from back in May when Jeff was just making his return to the WWE, just after WrestleMania season and everything. There was all the hype for Jeff coming back, but I think everyone, including me, completely missed this, and it's something very, very important. Jeff Hardy actually spoke about who he wanted to wrestle in the future. The charismatic enigma revealed that in addition to wanting to face Roman Reigns, he has a desire to meet The Fiend. And if he does, he already has in mind how to do it. This, be prepared, it's going to blow your mind. I just want to have one good run and maybe become world champion or universal champion. I would love to do something with the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I've got some crazy cool ideas. Beth helped me with this one. What if there was something like the Twilight Zone? Because back when we did the Hardy show, we had the thing called the Twilight Zone. Sort of like a spoof Twilight Zone. What if he beat me and put me under the ring and all of a sudden I'm in the Firefly Funhouse and I'm in a black and white TV. Then all of a sudden, like the Twilight Zone, then Beth was like, what if it was like the Flylight Zone? We can do it like you're trying to get out of the black and white TV. I'm just crazy about crazy creativity like that. Just throwing out a pitch and seeing if it sticks. Now, obviously, the first thing you think about when you think of The Fiend, when we first saw the rivals and stuff, was Matt Hardy. Because obviously Matt Hardy had the whole thing with Samael, and he was the Deleter of Worlds tag team member with Bray Wyatt. It would have made a lot of sense for them two to have a feud, but obviously Matt Hardy is no longer with WWE, he's now with AEW. However, at Ultimate Deletion, when Bray Wyatt fell into the lake of reincarnation and Sister Abigail left him, Brother Nero, Jeff Hardy, was present as well. Could you imagine if we got a match with Cult Leader Bray versus Brother Nero, as Cult Leader Bray looked to avenge those past mistakes? I mean, we could get Funhouse Bray Wyatt against ordinary, normal, charismatic Jeff Hardy. I think that would be pretty cool. And then you could top it all off with The Fiend versus Jeff Hardy as Willow. I think having Willow enter WWE for this would be amazing. If you don't know who Willow is, you gotta go on YouTube, look up Willow the Wisp. He was a character created by Jeff Hardy many, many years ago, but he was used most famously, I think, in Impact Wrestling. Of course, he came from the Black Heart of Jeff Hardy. Dixie Carter and TNA had treated Jeff badly, so he basically put the mask on. He became this dark character, Willow, and honestly, it was great. Fans absolutely loved it. The masks sold like crazy. People still today say they want Willow back in WWE. They want one more run. They want to see if WWE or Jeff Hardy can do it any better. Just remember those memories. It's cool. But what if we've already seen Willow in WWE? Well, we have. In green right there is Willow the Wisp. This is a tag team of Jinx. Now we know them as the Hardy Boys. Matt Hardy actually confirmed this on Twitter in 2018, where he said Willow the Wisp in green and Ignis Fatuus in red, known as Jinx, were alter egos that Brother Nero and I used in several independent territories at the time, and WWE wanted to see them in action. So yeah, they did actually wrestle once for WWE as the Willow character. Obviously slightly different, times have changed, but I wouldn't mind seeing this. Is obviously a creation of Jeff Hardy and obviously Matt Hardy as well. Obviously, Jeff would own the rights to this. Maybe WWE agree that he can use it for a one-off thing, especially with all this cinematic stuff they're doing recently. Why the hell not? And you have to believe right now, Jeff is in a very strong position backstage in WWE. Everyone knows Matt's now in AEW, and a lot of fans, a lot of people expect Jeff to one day follow him over there. We don't know how long exactly Jeff Hardy's contract is for. We don't know if he's going to renew in the future. Obviously, that's for a future date. But WWE won't want Jeff Hardy to go. If this is what Jeff Hardy wants to do, maybe Vince McMahon lets him do it because, hey, let's keep Jeff Hardy happy. I would love to see Jeff Hardy versus The Fiend. I think the match would be brilliant. Obviously, there's a whole, other reason as well. Fiend changes his opponents. We've already seen a heel style of Jeff Hardy in, again, TNA, when he joined Immortal with Hogan and Bischoff. I'm not saying bring back Immortal, but maybe one run in WWE for a heel Jeff Hardy. I think that would really work. Why the hell not? Let him cut the hair short again. Let him try out that look one more time. WWE could be onto a massive moneymaker here. I mean, remember when Hogan turned on Macho Man, Bash at the Beach, formed the NWO? When you make someone that's huge turn heel, fans take notice. And that could be Jeff Hardy in 2020. Why not? I'd be all for it. I think it's really refreshing to hear Jeff's got other plans for WWE. Obviously, I don't think Sheamus and this whole storyline he's in right now is part of that plan. I think that storyline is right now being used to try and elevate him, trying to get him over with the audience that probably don't trust him. I think that's a minority, but I think that's something WWE want to do. But I like Jeff's idea. Why not go crazy? Especially in this time when cinematic matches are exactly what professional wrestling needs and what WWE are delivering. But as you always do, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Would you like to see The Fiend versus Jeff Hardy? If so, what incarnation of who do you want to fight each other? Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you as always next time. Peace!